Hey, it's Susan Jones from Ready Set Startup, and I want to talk to you today about how to evaluate your startup in 15 minutes. By the way, if you like this video and you find value, please share it. That'll help me know to make some more of them. So, this story starts probably about 7 years ago. I was teaching entrepreneurship at university, and one of the things that students did every semester was come up with business ideas. At the end of the semester, they had to pitch me the ideas, and I had to give them a mark. So I would sit there for 3 hours. I would listen to a 10-minute pitch, and then there'd be 5 minutes of feedback. And from that, I had to decide how good their idea was. And listening to all that information all at once is really overwhelming. And I wanted to make sure that I marked students properly and it was objective, and two, that I gave them great feedback, because I knew some of them were serious about these ideas and they really had worked hard and they deserved to have some good feedback about what they were doing. And so what was really interesting as I was listening to these pitches semester after semester is it became really obvious that it wasn't the idea that determined whether this pitch and this business was going to be successful or not. It was actually about the business model that the students had put around their idea. So what I decided to do was to put together a template that assessed them and how they did in these different areas of the business model, because I wanted to make it objective. Well, at the same time, I was blogging about launching startups at my blog, Ready Set Startup, and I had people coming to me for help all the time, and especially help really at the beginning of their stages of their startup. And they're saying, you know, what do I do? What's going wrong? What's missing in my startup? And I thought, I would love to be able to sit down and really dive into everyone's business and look at their business plans, but I just don't have time to do that. How can I help these people? And as I was thinking about that, what I realized was that this template that I use for university students, I could also use for real world startups, and it would be really helpful. And what's more, I could automate it, and people wouldn't need to disclose their ideas to me or any confidential information. So what I decided to do was to try and test out my idea, which we always should do, right? New startup idea should be tested. So I found 8 people who were willing to test this idea with me and went through the process with them, and they were all really positive and found it really helpful. So with the help of my husband, we created a online software tool where you can go online, you can answer some questions, and then it will create the back end, the program on our servers will create a personalized report giving you feedback about your startup. So since then, we've had over 500 startups use their tool to evaluate their businesses, and they've found it really useful, which is really awesome. People find it gives them a lot of clarity. It reduces overwhelm that they're feeling. You know, there's so many things to do starting up. What's really important, and what's really interesting is that what I found when people started coming to me for help was a lot of people, when we talk about the business, not just the idea, starting a business, there's 7 key areas that you need to cover, and a lot of startup owners are not really aware of what those 7 areas are. So people would go and do score your startup and get their startup score, and it would give them a lot of insight about some of those areas maybe that they hadn't thought of or that they were missing. So if that sounds like something that would be useful, I'd love to invite you to use Score Your Startup as well. All you have to do is go to www.scoreyourstartup.com, and I'll put the link in the first comment, and answer the questions, and within 15 or 20 minutes our servers will send a personalized report evaluating your startup to your inbox. So go and grab that, and if you find it useful, come back and just comment done here and tell me what you learned from it. Okay, that's my tip for today. Talk to you soon. Bye.